Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Saan mang dako ng mundo kayo naroon, naway pakisamahan ninyo ako na basahin ng Book of Acts chapter 21 verses 21 to 40. But before reading this, we will read first the reminder of God written in John chapter 7 verse 16. Jesus answered them and said, "My doctrine is not mine, but His that sent me." Sinagot nga sila ni Jesus at sinabi, "Ang turo ko ay hindi akin, kundi doon sa nagsugo sa akin. If any man will do his will, he shall know of the doctrine, whether it be of God or whether I speak of myself." Kung ang sinumang tao ay nag-iibig gumawa ng kaniyang kalooban, ay makikilala niya ang turo, kung ito'y sa Diyos o kung ako'y nagsasalita na mula sa aking sarili. And in 1 Corinthians chapter 14 verse 37, "If any man think himself to be a prophet or spiritual, let him acknowledge that the things that I write unto you are the commandments of the Lord." Kung iniisip niyo man na siya'y propeta o ayon sa Espiritu, ay kilalanin niya ang mga bagay na sa inyo isinusulat ko, na pawang utos ng Panginoon. Now we will read the book of Matthew regarding His commandments, utos ng Panginoon. 22 to verse 37. Jesus said unto him, "Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul and with all thy mind." At sinabi sa kanya ni Jesus, "Ibigin mo ang Panginoon mong Diyos ng buong puso mo at ng buong kaluluwa mo at ng buong pag-iisip mo. This is the first and great commandment. Ito ang dakila at pangunang utos. And the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself." At ang pangalawang katulad ay ito, ibigin mo ang iyong kapwa na gaya ng iyong sarili. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets. Sa dalawang utos na ito ay nauuwi ang buong kautusan at ang mga propeta. And in Hebrews chapter 4 verse 12, "For the word of God is quick and powerful, and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit, of the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart." Sapagkat ang salita ng Diyos ay buhay at mabisa at matalas kaysa alinmang tabak na may dalawang talim, at bumabaon hanggang sa paghihiwalay ng kaluluwa at espiritu, ng mga kasukasuan at ng utak, at madaling kumilala ng mga pag-iisip at mga haka ng puso. And in Isaiah chapter 55 verse 11, "So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth, it shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it." Magiging gayon ang aking salita na lumalabas sa bibig ko. Hindi babalik sa akin na walang bunga, kundi gaganap ng kinalulugdan ko at giginhawa sa bagay na aking pinagsuguan. Now, we will read the book of Joshua chapter 1 verse 8. "This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success." Ang aklat na ito ng kautusan ay huwag mahihiwalay sa iyong bibig, kundi iyong pagbubulayan araw at gabi, upang iyong masunod na gawin ang ayon sa lahat na nakasulat dito, sapagkat kung magkagayoy, iyong pagiginhawain ang iyong lakad at kung magkagayoy magtatamo ka ng mabuting kawakasan. And last but not the least, in Revelation chapter 1 verse 3, Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand. Mapalad ang bumabasa at ang nangakikinig ng mga salita ng hula at tumutupad ng mga bagay na nangasusulat doon, sapagkat ang panahon malapit na. Now we will proceed to the book of Acts, chapter 21, verses 21 to 40. Thanks be to God be all the glory and praise. Thank you also for reading the Bible with me, and may God bless you more. Thank you also. And please subscribe, like, share, and comment po. And they are informed of thee, that thou teachest all the Jews which are among the Gentiles to forsake Moses, saying that they ought not to circumcise their children, neither to walk after the customs. At nabalitaan nila tungkol sa iyo na itinuturo mo sa lahat ng mga Hudyo na sa mga Hintil na magsihiwalay kay Moises, na sinasabi mo sa kanila na huwag tuliin ang kanilang mga anak, ni mangagsilakad ng ayon sa mga kaugalian. What is it therefore? The multitude must needs comes together. The multitude must needs come together, for they will hear that thou art come. Ano nga bagay ito? Tunay na kanilang mababalita ang dumating ka. Do therefore this that we say to thee, we have 4 men which have a vow on them. Gawin mo nga itong sinasabi namin sa iyo. Mayroon kaming 4 katao na may panata sa kanilang sarili. Them take and purify thyself with them, and be at charges with them, that they may shave their heads, and all may know that those things whereof they were informed concerning thee are nothing, but that thou thyself also walkest orderly and keepest the law. Isama mo sila, maglinis kang kasama nila, at pagbayaran mo ang kanilang magugugol upang sila'y magpaahit ng kanilang mga ulo at maalaman ng lahat na walang katotohanan ang mga bagay na kanilang nabalitaan tungkol sa iyo. Kundi ikaw rin naman ay lumalakad ng maayos na tumutupad ng kautusan. As touching the Gentiles which believe, we have written and concluded that they observe no such thing, save only that they keep themselves from things offered to idols, and from blood, and from strangled, and from fornication. Ngunit tungkol sa mga Hintil na nagsisisampalataya, ay sinulatan namin na pinagpayuhang sila ay magsiilag sa mga inihain sa mga Diyos-Diyosan, at sa dugo, at sa binigti, at sa pakikiapid. Then Paul took the men, and the next day, purifying himself with them, entered into the temple, to signify the accomplishment of the days of purification, until that an offering should be offered for every one of them. Nang magkagayoy, sinama ni Pablo ang mga tao, at nang sumunod na araw, nang makapaglinis na siyang kasama nila, ay pumasok sa templo, na isinasaysay ang katuparan ng mga araw ng paglilinis, hanggang sa ihain ng haing patungkol sa bawat isa sa kanila. And when the 7 days were almost ended, the Jews which were of Asia, when they saw him in the temple, stirred up all the people, and laid hands on him. At nang halos tapos na ang 7 araw, ang mga Hudyong taga-Asya, nang siya'y makita nila sa templo, ay kanilang ginulo ang buong karamihan, at siya'y kanilang dinakip, crying out, Men of Israel, help! This is the man that teacheth all men everywhere against the people and the law and this place. And further, brought Greeks also into the temple and had polluted this holy place. Na nangagsisigawan, mga lalaking taga-Israel. Mga lalaking taga-Israel, magsitulong kayo. Ito ang tao na nagtuturo sa mga tao sa lahat ng dako laban sa bayan at sa kautusan at sa dakong ito. At bukod pa sa rito, nagdala rin siya ng mga Grego sa templo at dinungisan itong dakong banal. For they had seen before with him in the city Trophimus, an Ephesian, whom they supposed that Paul had brought into the temple. Sapagkat nakita muna nila na kasama niya sa bayan si Tropimo, taga-Epeso, na sinapantahan nilang ipinasok ni Pablo sa templo. And all the city was moved, and the people ran together, and they took Paul and drew him out of the temple, and forthwith the doors were shut. At ang buong bayan ay napakilos at ang mga tao ay sama-samang nagsipanakbuhan at kanilang sinunggaban si Pablo at siya'y kinaladkad na inilabas sa templo. At pagdakay, inilapat ang mga pinto. And as they went about to kill him, tidings came unto the chief captain of the band that all Jerusalem was in an uproar. At samantalang pinagpipilitan nilang siya'y patayin, ay dumating ang balita sa Pangulong Kapitan ng Pulutong na ang buong Jerusalem ay nasa kaguluhan, who immediately took soldiers and centurions and ran down unto them. And when they saw the chief captain and the soldiers, they left beating of Paul. At pagdakay, kumuha siya ng mga kawal at mga senturyon at sumagasa sa kanila. At sila, nang kanilang makita ang Pangulong Kapitan at ang mga kawal ay nagsitigil ng paghampas kay Pablo, then the chief captain came near and took him and commanded him to be bound with 2 chains and demanded who he was and what he had done. Nang magkagayi, lumapit ang Pangulong Kapitan at tinangnan siya at siya'y ipinagapos ng 2 tanikala at itinanong kung sino siya at kung ano ang ginawa niya. And some cried one thing, some another among the multitude. And when he could not know the certainty for the tumult, he commanded him to be carried into the castle. At iba'y sumisigaw ng isang bagay, ang iba'y iba naman sa gitna ng karamihan. At nang hindi niya maunawa ang katotohanan dahil sa kaguluhan, ay ipinadala siya sa kuta. And when he came upon the stairs, so it was that he was born of the soldiers for the violence of the people. At nang siya dumating sa hagdanan, ay nangyari na siya'y binuhat ng mga kawal dahil sa pag-agaw ng karamihan. For the multitude of the people followed after, crying, "Away with him!" Sapagkat siya'y sinusundan ng karamihan ng mga tao na nangagsisigawan, "Alisin siya!" And as Paul was to be led into the castle, he said unto the chief captain, "May I speak unto thee?" Who said, "Canst thou speak Greek?" At nang ipapasok na si Pablo sa kuta, ay kanyang sinabi sa Pangulong Kapitan, "Mangyayari bagang magsabi ako sa iyo ng anuman?" At sinabi niya, "Marunong ka baga ng Grego? Art not thou that Egyptian, which before these days made an uproar, and led out into the wilderness 4,000 men that were murderers? Hindi nga baga ikaw yung Egyptio na ng mga nakaraang araw ay nanghihikayat sa kaguluhan at nagdala sa ilang ng 4,000 katao na mga mamamatay tao?" But Paul said, "I am a man which am a Jew of Tarsus, a city in Cilicia, a citizen of no mean city, and I beseech thee, suffer me to speak unto the people." Datapat sinabi ni Pablo, "Ako'y Hudyo na taga Tarso sa Cilicia, isang mamamayan ng bayang hindi kakaunti ang kahalagahan. At ipinamamanhik ko sa iyo na ipahintulot mo sa aking magsalita sa bayan. And when he had given him license, Paul stood on the stairs and beckoned with the hand unto the people. And when there was made a great silence, he spake unto them in Hebrew tongue, saying, At nang siya mapahintulutan na niya, si Pablo na nakatayo sa hagdanan, inihudyat ang kamay sa bayan. At nang tumahimik ng totoo, siya'y nagsalita sa kanila sa wikang Hebreo na sinasabi, Thanks be to God be all the glory and praise. Thank you also for reading the Bible with me. May God bless you more, and please subscribe, like, share, and comment po. May God move you through the book of Galatians chapter 6 verse 10 to subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you so much, and may God bless you. Good day.